Welcome, everybody, to today's bonus session where I reveal my monetization plan and actually walk you through something other than just theory, like the actual monetization plan that you saw in the video above. This is a bonus. You do not have to do this. So if you just clicked on the video and you're like, whoa, what is this? You can click out of this, not a problem. You won't skip anything special in the day-by-day course. Like I said, this is a bonus that if you wanted to actually get a feel for how I conducted my monetization plan, you could follow along and perhaps stir your brain to produce some cool ideas as to how you could monetize your site. So let's just start real quick with affiliates up top. This is an overview of how we're going to do it, but in my site, I knew that I needed to monetize with some affiliates. And the way that I did that was by sharing information that would be relevant to someone building their website. And the number one step in building your website after you get some of the prep work done is to actually get a domain and host it somewhere so that the world can access your site. Bluehost is going to be my choice because of their packages and their amazing customer service. I was going to go ahead and use GoDaddy, but unfortunately GoDaddy just didn't seem to be a right fit for me, even though I've been using them for about 7 or 8 years now for all of my other projects. So Bluehost was definitely the affiliate way to go. I also was using Longtail Pro, which is a keyword research tool. MindMeister, which is what you're looking at right now. It is a mind mapping software that is held online, so it's kind of cool. You can be anywhere in the world and still access it because of the cloud. Zippy Courses. Zippy Courses is a great way to build a course, and it is a very, very, very cool way to start off, get a lot of momentum with your course because you don't get caught up in the intricacies of actually building out the framework of a course, lesson plans, units, all that stuff, which gets really tedious and really fast, could derail your excitement and emotion of, oh my God, I want to sell something. I want to give it to the world and make a lot of money. If you'd spend time building the framework out for a course, good luck. Zippy Courses is the fast way to shortcut that. So that's a cool resource that I offer. SPI Podcast Player, if you do any type of videos, one of the good ways that you can offer extra value to your consumer of your information is to strip out the audio and have a podcast. Ta-da! It's an easy way to offer another way for your viewer or your consumer to engage you. If they're in traffic and they're listening to you for 30 to 45 minutes, chances are they're not going to watch your video on YouTube, so you give them a way to, that's right, listen to a podcast. And SPI Podcast Player is my choice. ScreenFlow is what you're using, what I'm using right now to show this video with you. And there's several other resources. So they do have a commission and affiliate program. All of these resources do, and so that's how I'm going to make some money with the affiliates. Relevancy, the blog post. Every resource that I share is going to be relevant in the area of the course that I'm sharing in. So, for example, if I'm talking about choosing your domain name and getting the hosting going so you could start your site once you've chosen a niche idea, I will probably offer Bluehost as the resource on that page so that, one, it's easier for you to dial in with somebody who knows what they're doing in terms of hosting and choosing a domain, and it's an easy way for you to get started. And two, so that if you did decide to click on the affiliate link, I would receive a small commission so that way I could continue this project on for helping people get started with their web business. So it's a two-way street. There's a give and take, and it's a beautiful process when you actually put it to play. The last part is the actual commission structure, like what would my income projection be? Well, the cool thing about Bluehost is that they just give a $65 sign up for everybody that gets referred to them, regardless of what they buy. It's basically flat across the board, whether you spend $30 with them on the first time or whether you spend $1,200 with Bluehost, they pay $65 across the board. So yes, I am revealing if you were to click on the link and you were to get your domain name for $3.95 and then get a year of hosting so that you can have your website up for 1 full year, even if you paid $19 or $18 or $45 or $99, I would get a $65 Bluehost sign up, which is a cool way to monetize, and that's my way of keeping the show alive. So if I did that, that would be my income projection from Bluehost. 15% of ScreenFlow purchases is what ScreenFlow pays. ScreenFlow right now, I believe, is $99. You could probably get it on special every once in a while. So if you clicked on that and you thought, hey, I'm going to share an online course with my listeners, and you clicked on my affiliate link, I would get 15%. Not a bad trade-off. I show you how to use ScreenFlow. You purchase what's needed, which is ScreenFlow for your course, and I get a little bit of a commission for putting both of you together. It's a wonderful thing. And then obviously I would be making the course revenue. And the course revenue is something that I will get into in more detail at a later time. So that's affiliates really quick for me. The course digital product is obviously how I'm going to make the bulk of this money and monetize my site. Whenever you go to build your course, you're going to need to use, I mean, you don't have to use it, but Zippy Course is a fantastic way to just immediately start building your course without having to worry about learning WordPress and all the intricacies and the small amounts of code that you need to figure out so that you can have a lesson, a unit, and all the good things that go in between them, and how to organize the pages so that it's very visually appealing when your customer goes to download your course and take your course. All that stuff goes away. You just basically buy Zippy Course and you start building your course right away, which is amazing. The second portion is market cost. I figured that my course in the market would have a relevancy in, let's say, the $500 to $600 range, maybe more, maybe less, but I thought that was the target for a full 90-day course with a daily guide that was focused on building your website. So that's kind of what I figured for the market cost of this type of course. The timeline to produce is about 4 months, and it took me about 2 to 3 weeks to get organized so that I can deliver this course. And then obviously I took about another 3 months to produce 90 days worth of content as I went along. I estimate that the worst case scenarios probably me be doing 6 months. And that's probably if I run into a couple of unexpected delays and or some holiday backups that might take me a little longer to get through. So my USP, very important. What makes me separate? And what makes me different? Why would somebody want to buy my course? Well, it's simple. There's a lot of people out there offering information on how to start a niche site or how to start a blog that's profitable. But you know what? What's different is that I actually have a day-by-day guide that takes all the thought process completely out of the equation. All you do is open day 1, and on day 2, you open day 2, and on day 3, you open day 3. And that guide is my unique selling proposition. That is what separates me from the rest of the pack and why somebody would want to purchase my course versus somebody else's. What are the required skills for my course delivery? Well, it's simple. I'm using ScreenFlow right now. The high quality audio that is not distracting you, but just delivering that good high quality audio into your ears or your speakers or your computer. Well, guess what? That takes a little bit of work. So I had to learn audio production. Also, I had to learn some YouTube basics, and I also had to learn mind mapping so that I could follow along and show you guys how to go about this with mind maps. The last part is going to be identifying your consumer. For me, it took me about 30 to 45 minutes. My consumer, my ideal target, her name is Jocelyn. She's 31. She lives in Santa Barbara, California, and she's a PE teacher, and she's looking for more income. She happens to be someone who lives in a very expensive area, but on a teacher's salary doesn't make that much. So she's looking for some side income and a possible way of using her skill set of being already in the workforce, 8 to 10 years of being a PE teacher, to showcase to the world how they better can teach PE through some of her self-created methods that help whenever she feels that she wants to teach a better PE class. So that is who I make my course for. We'll get more into that in several days, I believe day 9 or 10. And it's very important to craft that type of personality so that you know exactly who you're making this for. This course is not for everybody, so I'm going to say that out there. If it was for everybody, nobody would sign up. Unfortunately, the beauty of the word niche site is that you are creating this for a niche, and the more specific you can get with your niche, the better you're going to be able to target who's actually going to consume your course. As far as AdWords goes, we'll close this out. As far as AdWords goes, I am not going to be using AdWords, so I did not really expand on this part of the mind map. So if you're using AdWords, I can direct you somewhere else. We're not really focusing on AdWords, but it is a way to monetize your website. And as far as the subscription, I am going to be offering a subscription plan that yields 25% more revenue for annual membership. And what that means is if my course were to sell for $100, I would offer a payment plan that would yield me at the end of the year 25% more. So my payment plan would be about $125 for the year, broken down into 12 months, which I believe is about $10.50 a month. So that is how I would offer my subscription service. And as far as software and usage, obviously for the fee that they pay, I would offer unlimited use for the membership. So that's my monetization plan in a very quick 11 minutes. Hopefully it helped you out. As I said, this was a bonus. And if you need any more help with the monetization plan, tomorrow we will be going through the actual details of an affiliate plan and the little nitty-gritty stuff of the course. It was an honor and a pleasure. Take care. Talk to you soon.